I'm Jim Stein, President of RAM Realty Advisors.
And I'm Carrie Ann Wilson, Vice President of South Florida for RAM Realty Advisors. Today we're going to be talking about CURV, a mixed-use project. It's an 8-story mid-rise building with 243 apartments and a Whole Foods on the ground floor.
We pursued the acquisition of this particular site here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, because as a result of our relationship with Whole Foods, we were aware that they wanted to have a new store in this particular submarket.
So the target renter for CURV is really a renter by choice that wants the convenience of downtown living, but doesn't necessarily want all the busyness and congestion of being right in the center of it all. CURV was designed with the target renter in mind, where we had larger units than typical. In the market, we have 967 square foot apartments. This project's designed with over 1,000 square feet on average, to accommodate somebody that is used to living in a larger space. We also have 16 different floor plans available for the renters as well. So when we selected the location for CURV, we selected this location because we're close to some major employment centers, the airport, the port, and also the convention center. Not to mention, we're less than a mile from the central business district of Fort Lauderdale that has 5.1 million square feet of office space. Another one of the benefits of CURV is being right next to Broward Health, which employs 8,000 people, so a lot of our residents actually walk to work. So this is a great location. It also has easy access to the roadways. 95 is less than a mile away from here. We also have the causeway over to the beach. So it's a fantastic location for our target renter. CURV was designed by Roger Fry, who was really inspired by the 1930s Art Deco style that was popular in Miami Beach and throughout South Florida. Has these really unique curves on the building and geometric patterns that we carried through the interior design to really appeal to an upper middle class customer that will rent here. So some of the great amenities that we have here is these work from home niches within our business center. We have this lovely courtyard area that has this lush landscaping and the pool and an outdoor living space and kitchen spaces for our residents to enjoy.
So as Carrie Ann mentioned, we've got Class A amenities for our residents here. We've got a state-of-the-art fitness center with fitness on demand in the mirror. We've got this beautiful clubhouse that we're filming from here today that the residents can rent for parties and social gatherings. The management team will have food trucks come here from time to time. They give yoga classes on the pool deck. We've got a full-service dog grooming station where they can wash their pets, and an elaborate mail room and mail facility where they can receive groceries and frozen foods and that sort of thing with freezer capacity in the mail room. And additionally, one of the favorite amenities of the residents is the fact that they can access the Whole Foods store directly from the building. They don't have to go outside to enter the store, which is a real big plus.
So CURV was delivered in the second wave of the pandemic, which definitely had its challenges for the leasing team. They were holding virtual leases and video calls with prospective residents, but we were also up against 3,000 units being delivered into the submarket in 2020 as well. So leasing to start was a little slow. Our rents started at $263 a square foot and dropped down over the course of a couple months down to a low of $246 a square foot. But the last 25 leases that we've signed on site have been at an average of $3 a square foot, which is far above our average where we thought we would be today.
The construction schedule was certainly a positive from the aspect that we started on time and we delivered on time relative to the original schedule, which was no small feat given the fact that roughly half of the construction schedule was during the COVID-19 pandemic.
So the units themselves have larger windows than we typically have. They have transom glass above the sliders. It lets in a ton of light. We even have some units that are sided by 3 exterior walls that lets light in from all angles. The units have these really clean finishes, clean lines, and a modern look. So the project budget here was about $106 million. During the course of the project and with all the additional units coming online, we made a choice to upgrade some of our finishes within the apartments. We added LVT flooring throughout. We upgraded all of our appliances. And we made some changes to some of the smart home features within the building, adding keyless entry.
So the CURV is a great example of how relationships are integral to our business. I mentioned earlier that we originally identified this particular property as a result of our relationship with Whole Foods. But what was equally important was the fact that we had a relationship with the land seller. It was a very complicated development on the front end. Whole Foods changed their mind about the size of the store. We had to redesign it a couple of times, and all that took more time than we were originally allotted in our purchase contract. And because of the relationship with the seller, we were able to modify and extend the contract before we ultimately closed. We're really proud of the success here at CURV and the combination of the residential use with the grocery use. We're targeting other sites similar to this one. We've got a project that we're currently pursuing in North Carolina that would have another Whole Foods store as an anchor. We've got a project just to the north of where we're sitting today where we've got Sprouts as a grocery anchor integrated with a multifamily residential project. So we see a lot of opportunity to do more of these type projects, and we appreciate you taking the time to listen to us today.